How's it going, guys? My name is Jakefog and welcome back to episode number 17 of my Football Manager 2020 journey here today with Leeds United, and we're kicking off today's episode with our youth intake preview. And well, it's okay, I'd say is probably the best way to describe it. You see, at least one of our fullbacks has plenty of promise, and we have what looks to be like a top prospect in the centre midfield, and one good young English right back, which could very well be at least the same as this. At least one of our fullbacks has plenty of promise. One good young English right back from Farnham who has caught the eye. But apart from that, lots of negatives. No defensive midfielders, which is a shame, obviously, because of the system that we play. That defensive midfield role is so important. Don't have any new wing backs coming through. Again, we use wing backs, not ideal. Keepers of a par quality. Wide midfielders aren't great prospects. Attacking midfielders are below the required standards. There are a few good wingers in general. Most of our new strikers coming through look like they'll fall short of the required standards. So I'm not holding my breath for a particularly good intake. At least it doesn't say this is a poor crop of players at the bottom, which is promising. But yeah, not ideal. But anyway, that's all I really wanted to share with you at the start of this episode. Actually, there is one other thing. If you do follow me on Twitter, you may have seen, I'm going to put up a little graphic on screen now. I'm changing my upload schedule slightly. I'm trying it for this week. So it's going to be Monday, Tuesday, Football Manager. Wednesday and Sunday. Wednesday will be Cricket 19. Thursday, Friday will be Football Manager again. Saturday at the moment is blank. I don't know, that's just kind of a day where if I want to upload a video, I can upload whatever I want, basically. Be it a Football Manager episode, a Cricket 19 episode, or maybe even something different. And then Sunday is Cricket 19. I'm going to see how it goes. If it goes well, I might stick with it. If it doesn't go too well, I don't know. I might look at switching it up. But yeah, a little set schedule. My Football Manager's videos go up at 7 p.m. If you don't know that already, my Cricket 19 videos, I put them up at 5 p.m. UK time. So yeah, that is just a little update. And also follow me on Twitter if you haven't already. It's at Jakefog. Link is in the description. And also subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Greatly appreciate it. But anyway, let's get you caught up on the games that have gone on in between episodes, and there's been a few. So the first game of 6 was Spurs away, a pretty tough game. Long ball over the top from Ndombele. Kane gets in 1-on-1, and that was the only goal in the game. We made, sorry, not Spurs away, Spurs at home. My mistake. I feel like we made a good account of ourselves, but unfortunately they got the one goal that ended up being the difference. And Ndombele with 7 key passes, by the way, that's ridiculous. And also Barry Douglas was playing because Alphonso Davies was out injured, and then he got injured, and I didn't have a left back on the bench. So Stuart Dallas, who, I mean, he can play normal left back, but he's not great at left wing back. He had to fill in, and well, he did a decent job of it, but unfortunately we couldn't get ourselves back into the game, and it finished 1-0. So following on from that 1-0 defeat against Spurs, we looked to bounce back against Southampton, but they got the breakthrough in the 18th minute. Reed smashing it into the top corner with what was their only shot on target, and the game finished 1-0. Yeah, this game had literally like no highlights in it. It was so weird. The second half, I didn't see a single highlight. I just don't know what happened. But 29 shots, 13 on target with 62% possession. I mean, we absolutely dominated them, but yeah, we just couldn't get the ball in the back of the net. Unfortunately, Montano up front had an absolute shocker, 6.3. He got dragged off after 60 minutes. Yeah, it wasn't a great performance, unfortunately, and we couldn't get ourselves back into the game. And then after that, we went away to Manchester City, and we managed to snatch a 0-0 draw. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Yeah, pretty good game, to be fair. We beat Manchester City at home earlier on in the season. If you might remember from a previous episode, I think I did a little montage. It was a little edit. I was quite proud of it, actually. But yeah, we managed to get a 0-0 draw away from home, and we didn't look out of place. We had good opportunities to actually score, but we couldn't put the ball in the back of the net. But a 0-0 draw away at Manchester City, I'll take that every day of the week. And we actually finished the season unbeaten against Man City, which is not too shabby. So after 3 games without a win, I was getting a little bit panicky, and then we played one of the bottom teams at home in Fulham, and Helder Costa got us off to a good start, heading in Galeno's cross at the back post. But with just 10 minutes left on the clock, Fulham get themselves down, and then well, I don't know what that was from Kiko Casilla, and at this point I just threw men forwards, and finally it paid off in the 94th minute. The ball played in by Davies. Roberts gets his head on it off the bench to bag the winner in the 94th minute, and our winless run came to an end. I think it might have even been 4 games without a win, because I think we didn't beat Newcastle in the last episode. So yeah, thankfully we did win that game. We were the better team, a thoroughly deserved win, but well, we left it a little bit late. And then we faced League One Sunderland. Oh, there might be a Championship side actually now in the FA Cup. I thought it would be an easy victory, but it was not until the 92nd minute where Helder Costa gave us a win, another late goal. And I mean, I didn't even play that weak of a side. You know, I played a pretty much full strength side. Yeah, there was a few changes here and there, like Shackleton and Click started in midfield. Leif Davis started at left back and he got himself injured, but apart from that it was a pretty much full strength team, so I was a little bit frustrated that it took that long to get the win, but thankfully we didn't. I believe in the next round we play West Ham at home, who again I think they're in the Championship as well, so hopefully a very very good chance of getting through to the next round after that, which I believe at this point is the quarterfinals. And then to round off the matches off camera, round up the matches off camera, we had Norwich at home. Montagnu gave us the lead from a corner, and then Stevens added to the lead from a corner. 2 assists for Calvin Phillips, a man of the match, 8.7 performance. And we beat Norwich 2-0. Very, very comfortable. I mean, it's a shame that we couldn't really create anything apart from set pieces. But the only downside here is Carl Zelenya is injured. He's out for 8 days to 3 weeks, so he misses at least the first game in today's episode, possibly even the second, because there is actually a week's break in between. I think there's an international break, which I didn't realise, which is a little bit annoying. But yeah, Carl Zelenya will definitely be missing the first game today. But yeah, 2-0 win against Norwich to finish things off. And after like you see there, a poor run in the league, didn't score in 4 games, madness. And then we did actually win 2 games in the league in a row and then beat Sunderland 1-0 in there. And today we've got Middlesbrough away and Burnley at home. Hopefully 2 relatively straightforward games, but where are we in the league? Well, as you can see here, well, you can already see, we are currently sat in 8th place on 38 points. So we're currently 3 points behind Wolves in 7th, but we do have a game in hand. So if we beat Middlesbrough today, we get ourselves into 7th, and then we are right in the mix. Well, that's a European spot. That's the Euro Conference League 2, I believe it's called. And then we're just 1 point behind Leicester City in 6th place, which would be the Europa League. So hopefully, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed we can get into either one of them competitions. But yeah, we're doing really well so far. Spurs have just sacked Jose Mourinho. Wayne Burnett is their current caretaker manager. But anyway, let's get ourselves into the first game of today's episode at Middlesbrough away. And I'm going to have to make a few changes here because, well, we've got some injuries all across the board. So first off, we're going to have to take Elenya out of the lineup, but actually get... Can Phillips play again? Where's Phillips? Am I just being blind? He's already on the pitch. Never mind, I'm an absolute idiot. Ignore me. Where's Bogus is injured. Everyone's injured. So many players are injured. Oh god, I've not prepared for this episode at all. Elenya off. I'm gonna have to put Shackleton on instead. On the bench, well, we're gonna have to start McKinstry, I think, because I mean Stevens is a little bit injured, but he can play through. And but Helder Costa has just come back from an injury, and his condition isn't fantastic. So we're going to start McKinstry and Stevens on either wing. But apart from that, I think this is the lineup that I'm going to go. So it's Casilla in goal, Garcia and Ampadu out the back with Phillips just in front of him, Davies at left wing back, Dallas at right wing back, McKinstry on the left, Stevens on the right. A very youthful front three, or even a youthful front. Youthful, I can't speak, or just a youthful side in general, to be honest. Like Garcia's 19, 20, yep, 20, Ampadu's 20, Davis is 20, McKinstry is 18, Montagnu is 18 as well. Bloody hell, it's a young side out today on the big stage in the Premier League. But yeah, that is enough waffling on. Actually, I'm going to swap round Shackleton and McCallum, I think, to start things off. But let's get ourselves straight into today's game. Hopefully we'll be able to do well against Middlesbrough. Just one striker. Oh, they've got Iheanacho up top. They must have signed him in January because he's only played 4 games for them. Middlesbrough have lost whatever. Yeah, that'll do. And then I think that I've actually got all of my highlights set. I've got my highlights set to very quick. Back to the 2D camera, and away we go. Hopefully today should be relatively routine. And as I say that, Middlesbrough have a free kick. It is cleared, but Iheanacho picks it up on the edge of the box and hits it straight into Garcia's hands. And the highlight is actually going to continue here. Garcia back to Garcia, kicks it forward, and Walker-Peters beats Montagno to it. Plays it forward to Saville, out to Sabiri. Stevens is pressuring him, but he gets it to McNay. Plays it forward to Coulson down this left-hand side. He's got plenty of time to get a cross in, and Iheanacho has scored. He's grabbed the opener. His third goal of the season, of Middlesbrough lead within 7 minutes. Oh, well, this hasn't gone to plan so far. Look at Middlesbrough, down in 17th place in the league, fighting for relegation. And they've taken the lead early on. And, well, this is not ideal. But another highlight very, very soon after the goal. Dallas Stevens, Garcia, balls pinging around everywhere in midfield. Across to McAlmont, to Montagno, back to McAlmont. Great ball to find Davis on his left-hand side. Plays it inside to McKinstry, whose shot just whistles past the far post. And that would have been a nice way to respond, nice and quickly after going behind. But another highlight here, just 15 minutes in, and its highlights are plenty so far. Montagno on the ball, gets past Walker-Peters, and is shot straight at the keeper, and is saved comfortably. Right, half hour mark now. Middlesbrough free kick is kicked long, and Iheanacho, why do I keep calling him Iheanacho? Like he sneezed. Bloody hell. But he's latched onto the loose ball. The cross is headed away by Phillips, but Middlesbrough pick up the loose ball and they're playing it around nicely. Back down this left-hand side. Please don't score again, Iheanacho. It was almost a carbon copy of the first goal there. Bloody hell. The ball's cleared out for a throw-in. From that throw-in, Saville on the ball now. Walker-Peters. Outright to man. Oh my god, I can't get my words out. Oh god, Garcia makes an easy save, but again the highlight continues. He just passes it out to Garcia, to Phillips, and we look to build from the back here. McAlmont, that is a poor pass, but fortunately Middlesbrough can't hold on to it. Davis picks it up. McAlmont over the top. Montagno, he's 1-on-1. Can he find the back of the net? Shot. What a save! Oh my goodness, how on earth has the keeper pulled that one out? Oh bloody hell. The corner kick from Phillips comes in. McKinstry's there, but he's headed clear. Ampadu picks it up on the edge of the box. He's got 2 men on him, and he is fouled. And we won't get to see the free kick. That's a shame. There's just 10 minutes left now in this first half. Time is ticking away. We're getting towards half time now. Can we quickly snatch one before the break? No, we cannot. We're going to go in. A goal down. And, well, it's been a disappointing performance so far. I'm going to shout at them. Oh, God. Come on, boys. You need to step things up. Some poor performances all across the park here. McKinstry not playing particularly well. Midfield's not doing particularly well either. As a Middlesbrough corner. Danny Ayala at the back post puts Middlesbrough 2-0 up. And he's back from injury in style. I don't care. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. We're getting Middlesbrough out of the relegation zone here. He's just swanned in at the back post, completely unmarked. And it's an easy header for him as we're past 60 minutes now. And, well, we really, really need to do something. Going to demand a bit more. Anything, please. There is a highlight. I'm going to take McKinstry off in a minute. I think it's about time that we get Helder Costa on. Hopefully he's not too unfit. As we're playing the ball around really nicely here. And McKinstry, what on earth was that? And Iheanacho on the ball now. Oh, God, Ayala's played through Manu. What's he going to do with it? Can he get the ball in? He can. Paddy McNair on the edge of the box takes it down to Saville. To Sabiri. And he hits it wide. And it's now time, I think, to make that change. Helder Costa's coming on. I'm going to get Tyler Roberts on as well. I'm going to switch my 2 wingers to attack. And I'm also going to change the mentality to more attacking. Come on, boys. We need to do something here. I'm going to shout at them again when I can. Tell them to get creative this time. Oh my goodness, what is going on? This has been an absolute shocker so far. Come on, can we snatch something? Just a goal, anything. Get a little bit of pride. It's not looking like it. Time is ticking away, and that is absolutely shocking. Oh my God, I cannot believe we've just put in a performance like that. Oh. As my hopes of Europe are slowly starting to dwindle. Right, so now what's next? Burnley at home. We've got an international break, some time to regroup, and we go again. And I'll see you for that Burnley game, unless anything of interest happens in between. Okay, so it is game day. Leeds United at home to Burnley. Burnley currently sat in 12th place, so it could be a potentially tough game. But hopefully we can put in a better performance than we did last time out. Fortunately today, we're pretty much back to full strength. Still no Elenya, unfortunately. But Galeno can play, and so can Helder Costa as well, which are two big players that we really needed back. And Bogus can play as well, so I'm going to get Bogus in place of Shackleton alongside McCalmont, because unfortunately Elenya is still not quite fit enough to play. Let me just double check what the lineup is saying. I'm going to get Victor Gomez in at right back as well, ahead of Stuart Dallas. And let me just make sure that everything is as I want it to be. Let's get Jordan Stevens on the bench. But apart from that, I'm pretty happy with the lineup. So Casilla in goal, Ampadu and Garcia at the back, Phillips just in front of him, Davis left wing back, Gomez right wing back, McCalmont and Bogus in the middle, Costa on the left, Galeno on the right, and Montagno up front on his own as that pressing forward. Galeno is lacking a little bit of match sharpness and may struggle to see out the game. But fortunately, we have got plenty of players, and it's Burnley with a 4-4-2. I forgot that they did this last time. Oh no, I did not enjoy playing against the 4-4-2. I'm going to have to see how it goes early on, and then potentially adjust if things aren't quite going to plan. It's Goodmanson with a free kick. Casilla was, he was confident that was going wide, wasn't he? Bloody hell, he literally didn't move. An early injury to Dwight McNeil, that is not good for Burnley, but I'm definitely not complaining, because he's a little bit of a baller, and he is one of their danger men. But so far, so good, as Phillips' free kick is whipped in. McCalmont picks up the loose ball, plays it across to Ampadu, forward to Montagno. What can he do if he finds Galeno? But he's tackled and the ball is cleared in Bogus. He's stopped running, and now Oof is through. But Bogus does tackling, wins the ball back. Helder Costa right now, back to Bogus, plays it forward long, but the pass is intercepted. And now Burnley coming forward. Braff hits it high, wide, and not at all handsome. But we can't seem to get anything going at the moment. A few loose passes in there, and not looking great, but we've got the ball here, and this is more like it. We're holding on to it very, very well. No pressure on Phillips at all. It's a great ball out to Davis. Helder Costa on the ball now. Finds McCalmont. He finds Davis out on the left-hand side. He goes back to McCalmont, back to Davis. He's got space. Can he get the ball in? He does. Back post, Galeno. What's happened there? Oh, somehow it's not gone in, and it's cleared away. But that is more like what we want to see. A few more of them attacks, please, and hopefully this won't be too much of a struggle. But 5 minutes left in this half. Burnley have the ball in a dangerous area. Manea crosses it to Jakefog, and the header goes over the bar. As time ticks away towards half-time, is anyone going to go in with a lead? Not looking like that. Going into the break at half-time, and so far Burnley are having... they're doing all right. I'm gonna mix things up a little bit. I'm going to switch Phillips to a deep line playmaker on support. I'm going to get Montagno in there as an advanced forward. I'm going to go a little bit more attacking. Let's get at them. Just a couple subtle little changes, but hopefully will change the way that we play. And the corner goes straight into Casilla's hands. Hopefully it'll change the way we play in a positive manner. As Garcia plays it forward to his Spanish compatriot Gomez. He's got room to run in. He finds Galeno inside. Back to Bogus, and there we go. That's what we like to see. A fantastic strike from Bogus from the edge of the box, powered into the bottom corner, and the goalkeeper had no chance. I don't know how Gomez got so much space to run down that right-hand side there. And Bogus, well picked out by Galeno, finds a little bit of a gap in a sea of bodies. I say a sea of bodies, there was about 3 people in there, but he finds the gap nicely, and a 1-0 lead. But Charlie Taylor chips a free... Oh, for God's sake. That's Gomez getting sent off, isn't it? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Right, we're going to have to make some changes here. Let's get Phillips box to box. Oh God, we're going like this, are we? Yeah, we are going like this. Unfortunately, McCalmont is going to have to make way, and Stuart Dallas is going to come on. Complete wing backs on support. I think I'm going to go with. I need to be a little bit more wary defensively, and that is not ideal. I'm also going to switch to back to the positive mentality, not be so attacking, but I want to try and keep our style of play. But unfortunately, a man down is going to make that much more difficult as Jay Rodriguez finds Braff inside and Ashley Barnes gets Burnley back onto level terms. Oh, we're the masters of our own downfall. It was such a needless tackle from Gomez as well. Oh, God. Right, looking to build from the back. That is a risky ball for Bogus, but he finds Galeno in lots of space. He's got room to run. Can he pick out a man in the middle? He finds Dallas on the overlap. Gets past his man somehow inside to Montagnu. Oh, but the header is straight at the Burnley keeper. And I was going to have a little shout at them, and Gonalons has dispossessed Bogus with ease. But Bogus gets it back. He's got Montagnu ahead of him. That's a great ball. Now Montagnu has a lot of work to do. Oh, that was a great strike. And a good save from the Burnley keeper. The corner is going to be played in by Phillips. And Montagnu sends it miles over the bar by the looks of things. I don't really want to make any changes. I think I'm pretty happy with what we're doing given the circumstances. So I'm just going to stick it out. Come on. Can we snatch a late winner? Just 10 minutes left. As Davis is running. Well, he's the left back. He's running down the right wing almost. He's on an absolute mission. And oh God, the counter here from Burnley will not be good. Can Garcia get it back? He's pestering him. Burnley go back to Ben Mee, all the way back to Pope in goal. Plays it for Goodmanson, challenged by Davis. Davis wins the header. Bogus on the ball now. It's a great fall through to Montagnu. Can he finish it? Can he? No, he cannot. Oh, Montagnu, what are you playing at? Oh, God, he's had a couple of opportunities this game, but he's not been able to put them away. It's the goal kick played for. Ben Mee on it now. There's a lot of room for Burnley to run into Rodriguez. One-on-one, great save from Casilla. Oh, come on. Just hold on at the very least. A goal would be more than welcomed. As Casilla claims the corner easily. Highlight ends. I'm not making any changes. I'm sticking with the boys that are out there. As time is ticking away. And a 1-1 draw at home to Burnley. Given that we had to play the last 40 minutes of that game. A man down. Or 35 minutes, should I say. A man down. I'm not too disappointed. You're unlucky tonight. I'm going to tell Gomez. I'm just going to tell him that I am very disappointed in him for getting sent off. Oh, bloody hell. Bloody hell. That was on the Friday as well. There's a good chance to put some pressure on those in 4th and 4th place. Hang on, let's see. Dismissed for a bad tackle. I won't appeal it. And let's find out what the results were. Or what the results are going to be in the Saturday games to see if we have lost ground on 7th place, not 4th place, as I tried to say earlier. Wolves, the team in 7th place. Who are they playing? Luke Haynes has been offered a contract. I'm not bothered. He can leave. Are they even playing today? I don't think Wolves are playing today. But Spurs, that's an interesting one. Get a 1-1 draw against Man U. Because I think they're in 9th place. Sat just behind us. And let's see what other kind of results come in. The one I really care about is that Wolves result. Because obviously, at the moment, we're going toe-to-toe with them. Brighton have actually won. And does that put them... I think that puts Brighton ahead of us. It does indeed. Brighton now 1 point ahead of us in 8th place. Oh, God, what are Wolves going to do? Come on, get to the Sunday. I just want to see the Wolves game. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, now it's saving. Great. Oh, God. Here we go. Wolves are against Everton. That's it's not the easiest game for them. So let's see. Can Everton snatch a result? No, they cannot. Wolves have absolutely demolished them 4-2. So we're now... Leicester got a draw actually against Middlesbrough, so we're now sat 3 points. No, sorry, Brighton are sat 3 points behind Leicester. I was looking in 8th because that's where we were, but not anymore. So we are currently 4 points away from 7th place. This could go right down to the wire, but our form as of late has just been so inconsistent. I need to record less episodes because whenever I turn on the camera to record, I lose. I've not won a league game on camera since October. I think that Liverpool game was the last league game that I won on camera. Bloody hell. Oh, it's not going well. Next episode, I don't know what to go for. It'll be sometime at the end of March. I'll have to see what potentially if we get through there, possibly the quarter-final of the FA Cup. I don't know. I'll have to see what is going on with that. But I'm gonna decide basically depending on how the how the league table's looking, because if we're right in the running for 7th or 6th place and those European spots, I'll put a little bit more focus into the games at the end of the season. If not, I'll probably skip over them a little bit quicker. But anyway, that is the end of today's episode. As always, thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed, please do be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here, and I'll catch you in the next episode.